7 years together, but I was just free milk for his family to laugh at. 7 years. That's how long I gave David the best years of my life. We weren't just dating, we were a team. We shared an apartment, a golden retriever named Cooper, and a bank account we called our dream house fund. I thought we were building a life. But at his sister's engagement party, I realized I was the only one building. I was heading to the kitchen to grab more ice when I heard David's voice from the patio. He was surrounded by his brothers and a few cousins, all of them laughing. His brother, Leo, nudged him and asked, "So Dave, when are you finally putting a ring on Sarah's finger? 7 years is a long time to keep a girl waiting." I paused, my heart racing, expecting him to say something sweet. Instead, David took a slow sip of his beer, smirked, and said loud enough for the whole circle to hear, "Why would I buy the cow when I'm already getting the milk for free?" The roar of laughter that followed felt like a physical blow to my chest. His dad chuckled, slapping David on the shoulder. Even his mother, who always called me her future daughter, just gave a polite tight-lipped smile. To them, I wasn't a partner. I was a convenience, a subscription they didn't have to pay for. I didn't cause a scene. I walked back into the party, smiled until my face ached, and went home. But that night, as David slept soundly beside me, I realized that if I was just a free commodity, it was time to change the terms of the agreement. The next morning, the free milk shop officially closed. It started with the small things. For years, I'd been the invisible housewife. I did his laundry, ironed his work shirts, and made sure his favorite coffee was ready at 7:04 a.m. That Monday, David woke up to find no coffee and a pile of wrinkled shirts in the hamper. "Hey babe, where are my blue shirts?" he called out, frantic. I didn't look up from my book. "I'm not sure, David. Maybe they're where you left them." "But you usually do the wash on Sundays," he said, looking confused. I gave him a calm, blank stare. "Well, that's a wife's job, isn't it? And since we're just roommates, I figured you'd want to handle your own chores." He looked stunned, but he laughed it off, thinking I was just in a bad mood. Then came dinner. David loved my cooking. I spent hours every week meal prepping for both of us. That evening, I ordered a gourmet salad for myself. When he asked what was for dinner, I pointed to the cereal box. "I'm not a caterer, David," I said simply. "Married couples share meals. Roommates fend for themselves." By the second week, the roommate policy expanded. I created a spreadsheet, since I was the one who usually covered the extra costs, the high-end groceries, the streaming services, the cleaning supplies. I sent him a Venmo request for his exact share, down to the penny. I even calculated the extra electricity he used for his 10-hour weekend gaming sessions. "This is $9.50, Sarah. Are you serious?" he yelled, holding his phone. "We've always just handled things." "No," I corrected him. "I handled things. You subsidized your life using my labor. Since I'm the free cow, I decided to start charging for the maintenance." He started to panic. He realized the milk wasn't just chores. It was the peace of mind I provided. He started buying me jewelry, bringing home expensive wine, and suddenly, he was the one doing the dishes. He even took me to a jewelry store just to look. I knew what was coming. His best friend Mike let it slip that David had spent his entire dream house savings on a 3-carat diamond. He was going to propose at his parents' 30th anniversary gala. He thought a ring would fix the fact that he had publicly humiliated me. He thought he could buy the cow now that the milk was no longer free. The night of the gala arrived. The ballroom was packed with his entire extended family, the same people who had laughed at his joke. In the middle of the dance floor, the music stopped. David dropped to one knee. The spotlight hit us. He gave a beautiful speech about how I was his anchor and his everything. He opened the velvet box. The ring was blinding. "Sarah, will you make me the happiest man alive? Will you marry me?" The room went silent. Everyone was waiting for the yes. I looked at him, then at his father, then at his brothers. I leaned in toward the microphone on the stand next to us. "David," I said, my voice echoing through the hall, "you've spent 7 years enjoying the milk for free. Why on earth would I want to sell you the cow? Now that I've realized how much better off she is on her own?" I didn't wait for a response. I didn't cry. I simply turned around and walked out of that ballroom, leaving him kneeling there in front of everyone he wanted to look cool for. I kept the dog, I kept the house fund, and most importantly, I kept my dignity. The dairy is officially out of business.